So the government finally released the jobs report for October and November, and I'm going to try to make sense of it. So let's start with the non-farm payroll jobs number. These are jobs that you file as a W-2. These exclude positions that are contractors or freelancers, undocumented workers, of course farm workers, Uber drivers, DoorDashers, jobs that you wouldn't receive health insurance benefits for, any position that would require a 1099 when you file taxes. So for November, they reported an additional 64,000 jobs compared to October, which was negative 105,000. We're at plus 41,000 for the last 4 months. That's an average of 10,250 jobs a month, which is pretty low historically. So these non-farm payroll jobs, they're made up of the private sector and the public sector. The public sector being federal workers. These jobs are federally funded, aka you work for the government. And the private sector is basically everyone else. And this is what the Fed likes to prefer looking at when they're making their decisions about the federal funds rate. So private sector jobs for November came in at up 69,000 jobs, led primarily by the healthcare industry as well as construction. And the industries that were down the most jobs in November were transportation and hospitality. Now in October, as we know, there was a government shutdown. There were also a massive amount of jobs cut. This was a one-time cut. As a result, it really distorted this jobs report that was just released, since there were so many jobs cut in October, and it wasn't really a normal thing. It was kind of like a freak one-time thing. So essentially it makes October look like it was a terrible month, which it was, but not from a real economic standpoint. These were one-time federal cuts, and a portion of those job cuts bled into November, so it also kind of makes November look bad. So that's kind of where we stand right now. In terms of the unemployment rate, it was reported to be 4.6%. However, once again, these federal one-time cuts also factor into the unemployment rate, so it doesn't really tell us the real story. So it's kind of hard to gauge November and October. We're comparing distorted figures from November versus October's really distorted figures. Bottom line, it looks like we're gonna have to wait a few more months in order to get a better picture as to where the economy is. But if you want to go by these figures, it doesn't look good. It looks like we are losing jobs month by month. We're kind of in a wait and see position. The economy is still considered a K-shaped economy. People are losing jobs, yet inflation continues to rise, most likely tied to tariffs. In my opinion, for 2026, it looks like it's going to be more of the same. Unless something drastic happens, we're just going to keep expanding this K-shaped economy. Tell me what you guys think.